It's your boy Deuce Six Duty back with another video, and today we talking about Big U getting picked up by the feds and like 19 other Crips from their little hood or whatever. So it's a reaction video, but let's see what they got, man. We're gonna bust into this, man. We're gonna bust into this.
Updating breaking news just coming into our newsroom. 2 fugitives wanted by the FBI, including a longtime accused LA gang leader, now in custody tonight.
Let's get right to Mark Robles, who joins us now with new developments live in the newsroom. Mark?
Yeah, David and Ellen, good evening. We've been following this story throughout the day. Federal officers arrested more than a dozen members tied to the gang known as the Rolling 60's.
They reading that shit fast as hell.
Its leader was on the run. Well, within the last 20 minutes, the FBI announcing that man, Eugene Henley Jr., a.k.a. Big U, is now in custody. We have just learned new details that Henley turned himself in. Earlier, Air 7 was overhead and some of the alleged gang members were being processed at the FBI's LA field office. 19 were indicted. The FBI says Henley headed up the local Crips gang for decades. Investigators say that he painted himself as an entertainment executive who's been giving back to the community with various charities, but they say Henley is a violent criminal. A woman who knew him says that he has had a positive impact on the community.
He was incredible, whether it was a 7-year-old child.
Man, let me tell y'all about Big U. I'm from Minnesota, man, and he came up here in the 90s. Yeah, he came up here in the 90s when crack was booming and stuff. You know what I'm saying? This before he was all super activist and all that. He came up here and brought the 60's Crip to Minneapolis and St. Paul, you know. And, you know, them niggas was bringing up, you know, all that shit from Cali. Got a lot of people rich, you know what I'm saying? So they got a footprint up here in Minnesota. And, you know, he was a lot of people big homie up here, you know, back then. You know, I mean, he don't come around no more, apparently. You know, the crack game kind of fell off. He went, did his little time, got out. But yeah, I mean, he was, you know, from the outside looking in, he was doing good for the community, man. But, you know, when you like a high-ranking member, it's so hard to get out all the way out the streets, you know, because he relying on the streets for what he doing. You know, he got a nonprofit to take care of his neighborhood, but he also using his neighborhood connections to get all this shit done, which is the gang members, you know. So, yeah, I don't know. We're going to see what they sound like.
Or a 50-year-old former gang member coming out of incarceration. His ability to communicate and relate was excellent. If these charges are true, because they're still allegations, they are not a done deal. They're allegations. If they're true, then Eugene Henley was somebody who presented two faces to this world.
Charges in this gang bust
Feds be coming, boy. They not playing.
The second fugitive the FBI was looking for was also apprehended. The FBI says Henley is from the Hyde Park area of South LA. If convicted, he was facing a max sentence of life in federal prison. We are told that he should be in court tomorrow. Live in the
shit, that nigga in his 50s, even if he get like 20, shit, that's like a death sentence right there. Most black people don't make it past 65. You know, that's like an average, you know.
Here's your Mark Robles, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. David, back to you.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC 7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC 7 Los Angeles.
That's enough of that, man. So pretty much, man, Big U in the 60s, they in some hot water, man. So I seen a couple pictures, you know what I'm saying, on Facebook, Instagram. You know, they also got Brick Baby and Luce Cannon. You know what I'm saying? Big U, he's like the most famous, next to like Nipsey, he's like the second most famous 60 Crip from their neighborhood. Now, I don't know how it work over there, like as far as structure-wise. Like, I don't know if they got no real leaders or nothing, or maybe he just get respect because he one of the older homies, you know, in his hood. So, I don't know. But a lot of these gangs don't be having no just one leader, you know what I'm saying? You just got the dudes who got influence, the dudes who don't got influence. But the dudes who got influence, they put in a lot of work to get that influence where they can make shit move, like crowds, they can make shit happen. You know, apparently he got to have some type of movement. His name been all over the, you know, all over the place. I ran into Big U in Atlanta like 4 years ago, and he's a big ass dude in person. That nigga like 6 foot something, probably like 6'1", 6'2", about 350, looking all muscle though. Like he ain't no fat looking, you know. He a big ass dude. He look like a ex football player or something, you know. But like, and he was with a bunch of dudes in Atlanta, you know. So, but as far as like the feds, they be clout chasing, man. They like attacking people with names. You know, they watch people with names. Especially, it's easier if you got a street background, because you know most likely your surroundings gonna have some street people. You know, your environment will get you fucked up. Look at Lil Durk. People around him got him fucked up. You know, a lot of people. I heard they just indicted Yella Beezy. You know what I'm saying? Murder for hire, just like the Dirt, man. All the 60 Crips, y'all noticed that? The 60 Crips, you know, Quando, Rondo, them, Yella Beezy, them, motherfucking Big U, Brick Baby. Like all these 60 Crip niggas getting indicted by the feds, man. I don't know. Maybe all that shit connected somehow. I don't know. But, you know what I'm saying? They did was saying Brick Baby might have something to do with the Dirt shit. You know what I'm saying? You connect that. That's connected to Quando. You know, Yella Beezy, you know, connected through Big U now. They be checking in, you know, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Even with the what's the battle rapper, Sue Surf, how they got indicted, all the 60 Crips got indicted over there in New Jersey. Big U was tied in with them too. That's a lot of 60 Crips from 3-4 different states getting indicted by the feds, you know. That shit ain't no coincidence, man. You know, but hey, man, when the feds come, they usually got they shit together 9 times out of 10. You know, somebody telling, it's always telling. You know, they don't deal with no cases without telling, you know. But like, they be clout chasing though. Like Brick Baby and Luce Cannon, them dudes don't even like each other. They be beefing. If you pay attention to these dudes on No Jumper, they arguing, threatening to get the fades. They trying to fight every 5 seconds, you know what I'm saying? And then they back on the phone talking, you know what I'm saying? The shit's so funny, it don't even look real. You know, from the outside looking in, you don't be thinking the shit they saying real, because they be saying some wild shit. You know, Brick Baby be on there, I got murders and all of the Luce Cannon. Oh, you know what I do? I'm the enforcer. You know, I used to be Big U, send off, all that type of shit, you know. Like, these dudes be saying that stuff, but it be looking funny because it's entertaining. But, like, we be, you know, outside looking in, we like, man, this shit be for real sometimes. It be real. And they come back and bite these niggas in the ass. And all 3 of them is the biggest, like, Crips with podcasts right now, as far as, you know what I'm saying, the hip-hop scene. And, like, them, like, the feds know that, you know. That's why they had all their pictures up there, you know, that them like trophies, man. Like, we gonna knock down the big names, get that rep. They want to be known as the guy who brought down Big U, Brick Baby, and Luce Cannon, and Quando, and Sue Surf, and you know, all these prominent people in the black community, you know, well, the hip-hop community, I don't say the black community. But, yeah, man, I don't know. They talking about Big U. I seen something. He had like the one of the dudes who died was his son's best friend. He went missing in Vegas after Big U's supposed to went and linked with him. They talking about he had Big U DNA under his nails, and that's how they connected him to the murder. And if that's true, that's crazy, bro. Cause like I said, Big U old, man. You old nigga. Them niggas 50, bro. You 50 still active. 50 and still active is crazy, bro. That's crazy. Unless you like in the joint. Even if you're in the joint, the old heads be chilling. But like, man, I don't know. Maybe he letting that clout get to his head, his name. You know what I'm saying? You know, that money. You know what I'm saying? They talking about he getting in fraud, PPP. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was getting that money. Hey, I'm the only one that didn't. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Big U. Hey, man, I don't know. Ain't nothing we can do now but wait, just like the Dirt case. Ain't nothing we can do but wait. We can talk about the rumors all day. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's all connected, maybe not. All we could do is see. You know, real life better than the movies, man, because this shit, you just never know every day. Every day. And Yella Beezy, man. Oh, my God. They waited 5 years to come back and get this man for that. And they had the initial suspect already locked up for like 4 years. So that's just crazy. I can't wait to see what happened with that. You know what I'm saying? Because Yella Beezy, he kind of, I mean, he was throwing some little slick shots there, but he wasn't doing too much internet shit, and it still backfired. So we're going to see, man. Trap Boy Freddy, they look for him. Supposedly, I don't know, man. This game crazy, man. It's a crazy game, bro. Hip-hop, bro. Hip-hop is the only genre, bro, with criminal elements like this, bro. We the only genre where our artists, they motherfucking, they on expired time. Most artists either getting killed, they dying, or they going to jail. You don't see this in R&B unless you R. Kelly. You don't see this in country, rock, fucking jazz, blues. You don't see this in nothing. Just hip hop, bro. Just hip hop, bro. And, you know, it's real life. But they say the real shit be the most entertaining, man. All this stuff be glamorized. The streets, you know, it's like a real life action movie. That's how this shit is. Like, that's why the rap music, drill music so popular. Gangster music is popular because this shit is like an action movie that's it's audio action for your ears. You know, it's the entertainment. You know, you hearing instead of you seeing something that you know that you would know you probably never do, you hearing it. But it's just something about it being real that just connect to you, you know, the authenticity. You know what I'm saying? And shit. Hey, I don't know, man, but we're gonna see, man. We're gonna check back in any updates to these stories, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Big you too old for this shit, dog. You too old. Nah, that's one dude. Anybody can get out. Big U can get out, man. He know a lot of shit. He been around decades. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he brought the Crips to Minnesota. Most of them, like the 60s. You know, so they got 90s Crips and shotguns, you know what I'm saying? But he brought the majority of the Crips here about shotguns and 60s. But, man, look, he could bring down a lot of people, man. He can make some shit up. You want to get out of there, man. Shit, but that body, that's going to, hey, you ain't going to make it out there, man. You get convicted, boy. I'm telling you, you're going to have to tell him a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, my name Duty, man. If y'all got anything y'all want to say about it, any comments, let me know how y'all feel. Man, jump in that comment section. So subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button, man. I'm out.